So optimizations, yes, what can we do? Hitesh says, it is for a single student joined at a time. Well, it could be that more than one student joins simultaneously, right? That's possible. So, okay, we can improve that. See, we are not expanding the scope of the problem or the scope of the solution. We are just trying to optimize this existing solution. Optimize, what is optimize? When I say optimize, it can mean a lot of things. It can mean to maybe expand the scope of the solution, but that is not really optimizing. Optimizing, I mean from a either mathematical perspective, which doesn't really apply here, or from a computing resources perspective, which is what I'm talking about. Yes, time and space complexity. Okay, Nikhil says we just use true and while condition, and if count gets 5, we can break our loop so we can have one Boolean variable. Okay, so reduce variable, that is a possibility. Yes, good strategy. Sai Krishna says, without using any Boolean variables, just check every time if the count is less than 5. Okay, that is another one. So one solution could be to remove this Boolean variable. You can see here that this Boolean variable is really redundant. Doesn't really make sense because you're having one condition here and then again one more condition here, okay? This can be immediately optimized. This portion can be immediately optimized, okay? So something like student, let me copy this actually to save some time and prune this code. So let's start with student count. Let's remove this variable altogether. And in this while loop, I just, take this condition and put it here and modify it a little bit to say instead of equal to 5, I will check for less than 5. And then I don't need any of this anymore. I will de-intend this one level and say print waiting, student joined equal input. Did a student join? Yes, no. If student joined equal yes, then student +1, okay. And wait, let's begin. So this is already optimized now, right? And this is similar to what many of you have said. And of course, this will work in exactly the same way as this. Let's try it very quickly. Joined, no, yes, 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 okay. And we can optimize it a little bit further, in fact. So let me copy this code. Already a few of you have answered this correctly. I'm just doing it here to show all of you. So instead of doing students joined, taking the input here and checking and then doing this, what I can do is make it just one line, okay? So I can say plus equal to, convert this string input into integer, and just change the question a little bit, okay? So I remove all of this, and instead I change my question a little bit saying how many students joined. So now you see that from so many lines, we have now come down to only what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, right? And it does the same thing, only in a little bit better way. Instead of asking just yes or no, constraining the input, we are now opening it up to the user providing a numeric input like 1 or 2 or 5 students joined at a time. That's possible now, right? So if I run this, it behaves a little bit differently, but it completely satisfies the problem statement, right? And we have not increased the scope of the problem or the solution. It's the same scope, just with fewer lines of code and with unnecessary variables and conditions removed. So it's optimized. So I can say, initially I can say 0 is some problem somewhere. Oh, actually it should be student count, right? There is no student joined. Let's run this again. Okay, sometimes this will happen, so just run it again. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, great, let's start. All right. Enhancement and optimization are two different things. So please understand that. Optimization is about the resources, the variables, the conditions, and about the complexity of the program. Okay. And enhancement is, enhancement of some kind. Mostly it is related to user experience. So you can increase the user experience. Here we have done both optimization and enhancement. This is the enhancement part. And the optimization is reducing the conditions and reducing the variables. And in general, reducing the lines of code. Those were optimizations. And enhancement is this part where we change the questions from a yes or no type of question to a numeric input. Okay.